by the title, I thought I would do a Clomid versus Gonal F. So as you know, I'm on fertility medication and fertility treatment. So I thought I would compare two of the medication that I've been on. So Gonal F and Clomid are two different things that do the same type of thing, if that makes sense. If you hear any shouting, Johnny is on his PlayStation as per. So Clomid is a tablet that is there to help you ovulate. You take, the beginning you will be on like 50 mg and you can go up to 150, I think. But that's a tablet you take orally, and you can take one a day or two a day. It helps you ovulate, it helps all your system ovulate and stuff. You take them from day 2 till day 7 of your period. Now, don't hold us to that, because that's the only thing I was on, was day 2 till day 7 of the cycle. And you go for bloods and everything like that, and that's the story of that. Gonal F is different, well, type of different. Gonal F is an injection. You have to inject into your body. I inject it on day 1 of the cycle, and I get scanned on day 9 of the cycle. No, it's a lie. I get scanned day 7 of the cycle. It's a complete lie. So you take them roughly around the same time on the same day. But on the injections a little bit longer, and obviously the difference is that you're taking a tablet, and the other one you're not. You're injecting your body. So side effects. Going on Clomid, my side effects, I had hot flushes, nausea, headaches. I literally walked around for the 8 months I was on it with a permanently bright red face, because I was always sweating and hot and irritated. Also, they made you, like, I couldn't sleep properly on them, or I could sleep too well on them. That's one of the difference. It used to make us go off my food, but it didn't in the end. I finally ovulated on my 3rd month of Clomid, and found out by a blood test. So on day 21 of your cycle, you would go for blood tests to go and see if your progesterone level is any higher for ovulation. Now, Gonal F side effects, I suffer nausea, headaches, I'm constantly tired, I get spots, mood swings, because I'm always really angry or really tired or really, really emotional, because I'll cry at everything. Oh yeah, a week on Gonal F, you would go for a scan on your eggs, like your follicle growth. The scan is internal, so to put like this stick thing and do your scan and check how many eggs you have, what size your eggs are, and yeah. So I'd say the side effects from both are quite equal. You do get worse side effects of the injection because you're injecting yourself. But with Clomid, you wouldn't expect to be having a permanent red face. I swear down, I literally walked around, my face was bright red, as if I had went on a 5k run. So that's the difference between that. Now, the way I've responded to treatment is... What are you doing? The way I've responded to treatment is the Clomid, it took us 3 months to actually ovulate on it, and I had to keep getting me tablets at a higher dose. Also, let's see, what are you doing? Oh, right, the dog's attacking. Also, on the Clomid, I wasn't myself. I didn't feel normal, and I didn't really feel like I was getting treated well on it, because all I was getting done was my bloods and nothing else. And as soon as I... 2 seconds. As soon as I ovulated, stopped doing my bloods and stuff, so I didn't know if I was still going to be ovulating or if it was just a random month. This dog is actually driving me insane at the minute, and I'm not gonna lie, she is lying on me. Meow. Meow. See, what are you doing? So yeah, the dog's driving us mad. What was I up to? Well, Gonal F. So Gonal F, as I say, you get scanned on day 7. And if you don't get bloods taken, you always just get scanned and always take your follicles, to take pictures of your follicles. Mitzi, stop licking your bum. And yeah, so that was that. For me, I find it better that I'm on the injections than being on the Clomid, because the injections, you have to take them within an hour each day. Like, I'm really sorry if you can hear the dog walking around. I've got to inject them, like say my injection on day 1 was 10 o'clock in the morning. So day 2, I've got between 10 and 11 to take that injection. So it like continues at the week. Mitzi. The only hassle that you've got with Gonal F is I had, the first month I was on a low dose and I had loads of eggs, but all measuring at a low size. So I had that. The second month I was on a high dose. I had too many eggs and 2 large eggs. Just 2 large eggs though, not too many. And I still didn't fall pregnant. So this month, obviously I'm going to be doing a whole Gonal F diary of the whole month and putting it all in one. But this month I'm on a middle dose between the lowest and the highest, and my egg count seems perfect. So if you get first put on it, your egg count could be a bit iffy because they don't know what dosage your body is going to react to, and each month your body can react to differently. If it's the same dose, your body could still react differently. On the scans and stuff, you get to see your eggs and you get to like know how many possible children they could like conceive. But on Clomid you couldn't, because all you got done was your bloods, and basically to say you ovulated, you didn't. But it doesn't tell you when you're going to ovulate or when you did ovulate. So I had that issue. I didn't know when I ovulated, what day I ovulated. I didn't do ovulation strips at this time. So when I got on Gonal F, and obviously you go for your follicle scan, and then they give you a, I promise I'm not orange at the bottom half of this. That's better. So obviously when you're on Gonal F, you find out, Mitzi, you find out how many eggs you have, and then they give you a trigger injection, which the trigger injection, you inject a full injection, which is 250 units. You inject that, 250, yeah. So you inject that and it causes you to ovulate 36 hours later. So it's a bit hard to calculate 36 hours, and then when you do ovulation strips with PCOS, they're not very accurate. So I struggle to know if I fully am ovulating or not, but then yeah. So I like the knowing from Gonal F, because obviously you know everything, what's going on that month and how many eggs you have, and if there's a chance you could have twins, triplets, quadruplets, or just a singleton. So I like that about it. The Clomid I didn't like at all. I know on the Gonal F the side effects are worth it, but on the Clomid I didn't feel like they were, because half the month I wasn't ovulating and nothing was happening. I was just getting side effects for the fun of it, and it's not very fun when you're going outside and seeing humans and you're bright red in the face and you know you've only left your front door and you haven't done anything to even have a bright red face. So overall my preference would be Gonal F, but obviously not everyone gets the chance. Shut up. Not everyone gets the chance to go on them injections. Like, no matter what fertility you go through, I think they always try Clomid first. But I would have preferred if they just tried these injections first. It is hard injecting yourself because the first few times, I think the first month, Johnny done all my injections for us because I was too scared. The second month he done half my injections and I started to tell myself I can do them. But this month I've injected every single injection. The only one I didn't inject was the trigger, and that's because it wouldn't go through my tummy. And that's because my weight loss, obviously when you're fat and then you lose loads of weight, you have a bit of excess skin, so it wouldn't pierce my skin. I'll do a weight loss story for you another time, like how I did it, why I did it, how much I lost and stuff like that. But the camera's shaking because the dog's fat bum. Will you go and lie down, please? Where is your nose? So I thought I would do that and tell you everything, because at the end of the day, if you're going through fertility, it's hard to not know. Like, I didn't know much about Gonal F, and there's not really much on YouTube about Gonal F. So I found it a bit easier that I thought I'll record it, so if anyone does need Gonal F, then at least the footage is on YouTube for them. And I'm being totally honest with everything that I'm going through, all the side effects and stuff, so I thought that would be better. And yeah, so to clarify, you get more side effects of Gonal F, you inject Gonal F, but Clomid, you don't know when it's worked or whether it's going to work differently. My gynecologist went through that route of just doing bloods. Your gynecologist might have actually done scans and done more than one lot of bloods each month. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a whole Gonal F month 3. Oh, I'm on 3rd month. Month 3. All of it's just gonna be in one video. I'm not gonna do how I did it like weekly. All of it, I'm just going to obviously record everything. I'm going to take notes on my phone and record everything at the end of the month, including the pregnancy test results. I'll try and be in the video. If I cry, please don't. Just leave it in the comments. But yeah, so I want to know, if you have been on Clomid, did you have side effects? Also, did your gynecologist or OB or doctor give you a chance to have Gonal F before like IVF? That's if you've got PCOS. I'm not too sure if you can go on Gonal F if you haven't got it. I don't really know much about this stuff. But I thought I'd ask. So if you can, let us know in the comments, and I'm wishing everyone that's going through infertility and going through fertility medication loads of baby dust. And hopefully you all get your little miracles. And yeah, so I'm going to love yous and I'm going to leave yous. Remember, you're beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you different. Always be you. And yeah, so I'm going to let you go. And sorry for the short video. I'm going to try and get videos back on track every month, every week. But at the end of the day, I'm not well. And this has took me a lot to put makeup on and even record. So this makeup's coming off straight after this video. Yep. So yeah, so I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you again on Friday. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, honestly, leave them below. They'll come straight to my phone so I can help with them. Yeah, so bye guys.